Today we are going to make another soup. Soup. That's all we seem to do. So this one's going to be quite special because this one is going to be a breakfast soup. I am from the Southwest. I love Southwestern food and I got a hankering for something Southwestern. So I think I'm going to teach you guys how to make a Southwestern breakfast soup. It is a signature dish that I've come up with. So I'm excited to show you guys and we're going to get started. Okay, before we get started, I need to address a few things. The twirling is still happening. I love to twirl. Yes, I do. Twirl, twirl, twirl. Double twirl. I'm going to try it. Can't really double. I can kind of try to double twirl. Anyway, that is still happening. Sorry to say, never going to stop. Let's see, what else? The question that I got that was pretty interesting was, what's the difference between a sauce and a gravy? Pretty interesting question, because you kind of, yeah, it's really interesting. So a gravy, a lot of people believe that gravies are have meat juices and sauces don't. That's not really true. It is kind of true. If we want to really just kind of make it summarize what a gravy is, okay, we'll go with that. But the history of sauces is a little bit different and a little more interesting. So sauces are French. It's a French word, and it used to be a relish. Like ketchup is a sauce, mustard is a sauce. They used to be used to cover up the flavor of rancid meat. So that is why the French were so excited about sauces. It's to enhance the flavor of foods, is the original purpose of sauces. Now we have to say, what is the main dish? The fish? Or is it the sauce? Because a lot of times we love our sauce more than we love our fish or whatever it is. If you're a saucier, I love making sauces. So that's why I think this is kind of an interesting topic. Fruit sauces, all sauces started off being called relish. And then we started doing things like adding fluid, different kinds of waters or stocks or different things and thickening them and doing all these different things. But originally, sauces were considered a relish. So that's a little background, and gravies have flour base, have a roux base. That's another thing. A lot of sauces will have a cornstarch. It's debatable what the true meaning of gravy versus sauce. I've heard a lot of different back and forth on this. Anyway, that's one thing I thought you would think is kind of interesting. So one of the things we say in the industry is, your mother makes gravy, I make sauce. And now you will make sauce too. And maybe gravy. Who cares? It's all good. We eat it all. Tastes good. Okay, for this dish, now that I'm off the sauce boat, for this particular dish, you're going to need some tomatoes, onions, jalapeno, green chili, green onion, what else? Potatoes, eggs, cheese, maybe some corn tortillas for the top. And if you really want to get adventurous, we can put a little salad into our breakfast soup. That would be kind of odd, but just watch how this comes together. You might want to do it. For this breakfast soup, you're going to want to cut up some tomatoes, some red onions, a little bit of green onions. I already cut up my jalapeno. I'm going to add a little bit of green chili to this and some cilantro. So basically what we're going to do, and remember, 1 teaspoon of paste is the same as 1 teaspoon of fresh. So we'll do that. And then we're going to cut a potato up. I like the Yukon Golds. Some people like sweet potatoes. You could do a sweet potato in this. A lot of people from the Southwest area like sweet potatoes instead. Yummy! Yummy, yummy, yummy! Love yummy! Next in there, I've got some garlic here. I'm going to put about a teaspoon of garlic. So this is what your mix is going to look like. tomato, onion, green onion, cilantro, just like a pico de gallo type of mix. Then you got your potatoes there. So now we're going to go ahead and we're just going to add our olive oil, kind of something we always do. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of olive oil. This is for 2 people. I'm so excited to make this with you guys. Okay, so here's our pico de gallo, all the goodies in it. We're going to start off with the potatoes. I let this saute for about 6 minutes on medium. Now I'm going to add the tomato onion. Give it a nice saute. And at this point, we're going to season it. Half a teaspoon chili powder, half a teaspoon of cumin, onion powder, teaspoon, and a little garlic powder. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder, because we already have garlic in it. Half a teaspoon of salt. Nice. Now I have a can of diced tomatoes. 1 cup of water. So that's where we get the soup. We're going to bring it to a simmer. While the soup is heating, I'm going to make a little bit of tortilla strips. Put them in the oven. A little bit of oil, of course. Just a drizzle. I would say maybe a teaspoon, just a little drizzle. And then we'll put a little bit of cumin on these, and chili powder. Just a little bit. When they come out, we will season them with some salt. Now when you do these, you want to spread them out because you don't want them to steam. You want them to cook up crunchy so we don't have to fry them. Just get them on there and spread them out the best you can. Now I just dropped a couple eggs. I want 1, 2, 3, 4 eggs. Put those in there, stick them in deep. Now I'm going to cover it for about 5 to 8 minutes. Now at this point, everything is pretty much ready to go. We've got nice looking eggs. If you like them a little harder, cook them a little longer. I don't. So our soupy soup is good. Our eggs are about ready. 1 to 2 tablespoons of cheese. That's it. No going crazy on cheese. Cheese is very fattening. This dish is very low in fat and very low in calorie, and we don't want to ruin that by putting a ton of cheese. So you can leave the cheese off, or you can put just a little bit of cheese on top. And then I always put, because I just love things to look pretty, if I have a little cilantro, or if I have any kind of fresh herb, I'll put, that matches this. But I have parsley, and parsley is pretty benign, so and that makes it look pretty. put the lid on for just a minute while you get your other stuff ready. So you're just going to, this is a bowl of soup. Really. It's almost like a green chili stew in a sense. You have your protein with your egg. Top it with your crunchies, like that. Very low in calorie, very big in flavor, and you got a lot to eat. So if you've got the munchies, this is something we would have in New Mexico. Very Southwestern. Green chilies, a little spicy. I didn't make it spicy, I used mild green chili. That's what I like. It tastes good. The yolk gives it a buttery, like a buttery flavor. And this is super low in calorie. And this will fill you up, and the spice in it will help decrease your appetite a little bit. We know what to do now, don't we? We do. We're gonna do it. Thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will try to make your recipe or your idea next. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. I almost forgot. So in New Mexico, we put like shredded lettuce or shredded cabbage and a little bit more lime on almost everything. So there's your soup and the salad. All in one dish. Yum! Yummy!